There is a simple thing in every home that many people overlook. It sits quietly in the kitchen, unnoticed, ordinary, humble, yet within this small crystal lies a lesson about the unseen energies we carry each day. Salt does not shout for attention, it simply absorbs, cleanses, and transforms. In the same way, the human heart must learn to release what is heavy and return to clarity. Many people walk through life carrying invisible burdens. Anger from yesterday, fear of tomorrow, jealousy from others, regret from old mistakes. These emotions gather slowly, like dust, settling in an abandoned room. At first, the weight feels small, but over time, the spirit becomes tired, the mind restless, and peace disappears. People search outside themselves for answers, not realizing that negative energy often enters through unguarded thoughts and remains because it is never released. The wise understand that cleansing is not only for the body. A person may bathe every day yet still carry darkness within the mind. True purification begins inside. This is why simple rituals have existed for centuries. Not because the objects themselves are magical, but because they awaken awareness. Salt becomes powerful when used with intention, silence, and presence. At the end of a difficult day, take a small bowl of warm water and add a handful of salt. Sit quietly before it. Do not rush. Let the noise of the world fade for a moment. Place your hands near the water and reflect on every burden you have been carrying, not with hatred, not with resistance. Simply observe them as clouds passing through the sky. Anger, sadness, fear, disappointment, allow them to rise gently into your awareness. Then wash your hands slowly in the salted water. As the salt dissolves, imagine the heaviness within you dissolving as well. Feel the tension leave your body. Feel the mind becoming lighter. The ritual is simple, yet the lesson is deep. What is released no longer controls you. Some people keep salt near the entrance of their homes. Some place it in corners of rooms where arguments often happen. Others use it during moments of meditation or prayer. But the true purpose is not superstition. The real purpose is remembrance. Salt reminds us that energy changes. When awareness changes, peace returns. When the mind becomes clean. Negative energy does not always come from others. Often it is created within. A single angry thought, repeated many times, becomes poison. A jealous heart burns itself before harming anyone else. A fearful mind builds prisons where none exist. This is why inner discipline matters more than outer rituals. Salt may cleanse the environment, but only wisdom can cleanse the heart. When speaking to others, use words like clear water. When thinking about yourself, practice compassion instead of judgment. When pain enters your life, do not hold it tightly. Even suffering changes shape when accepted with understanding. The world reflects the energy carried inside you. A peaceful mind creates peaceful surroundings. There are people who enter a room and bring calmness without saying a word. There are others who spread unrest wherever they go. The difference is not wealth, beauty, or status. The difference is the condition of the spirit. One has learned to let go. The other continues to carry storms within. Salt teaches another lesson as well. Though small, it changes everything it touches. In the same way, one small act of kindness can transform a dark day. One moment of silence can prevent conflict. One peaceful thought can break a cycle of suffering. Never underestimate small things. Great mountains are formed from tiny grains. If you wish to remove negative energy from your life, begin with simplicity. Clean your room. Speak honestly. Avoid unnecessary conflict. Spend time in silence. Sit with nature. Vauti. Breathe deeply before reacting in anger. And when using salt as a ritual, remember that its greatest power is not in the crystal itself, but in the mindful heart using it. A pure mind does not fear darkness, because it no longer feeds it. Peace is not something given by the world. It is something uncovered. When the noise within finally becomes still, negative energy builds quietly through anger, fear, jealousy, regret, and restless thoughts, slowly disturbing inner peace and emotional balance. Negative energy rarely enters life all at once. It gathers slowly, like dust settling in a quiet room that has been forgotten for many days. A harsh word spoken in anger, a fear repeated every night, jealousy hidden behind a smile, or regret carried from the past, can slowly darken the mind without a person even noticing. At first, these emotions seem small and harmless, but when they are held too long, they begin to shape the spirit. The heart becomes restless, sleep becomes heavy, and peace disappears from daily life. Many people believe their suffering comes only from the outside world, yet much of the darkness they feel is created by the thoughts they continue feeding within themselves. When anger is repeated, it becomes bitterness. When fear is protected, it becomes weakness. When envy is entertained, it steals gratitude from the soul. Negative energy grows wherever awareness is absent. This is why silence and self-observation are so important. A person who watches the mind carefully can notice these shadows before they become powerful. Inner peace does not vanish in one moment. It fades solely through unmanaged thoughts, hidden pain, and emotions that are never released. True cleansing is not only physical. The mind and spirit also need purification through awareness, silence, and mindful living. Many people spend great effort cleaning their bodies, homes, and surroundings, yet forget that the mind also collects impurities. A person may wear clean clothes and live in a beautiful house while still carrying anger, anxiety, and sadness deep within. True purification begins inside the heart and mind. When the inner world becomes clouded, even pleasant moments lose their beauty. Food loses taste. Relationships lose warmth, and the spirit feels tired without knowing why. This is because emotional burdens cannot be removed by water alone. They must be released through awareness, reflection, and stillness. Silence has the power to reveal what constant noise tries to hide. In quiet moments, a person begins to notice restless thoughts, fears, and emotional wounds that have been ignored for too long. Instead of running from them, one must learn to observe them calmly. Without judgment, awareness itself begins the process of cleansing, just as muddy water becomes clear when left undisturbed. The mind also becomes peaceful when it stops fighting every thought and emotion. Rituals such as meditation, mindful breathing, or simple moments of stillness help wash away the heaviness carried inside. A calm mind naturally creates a lighter spirit, clearer thinking, and deeper peace. In everyday life, the salt ritual symbolizes releasing emotional burdens, allowing stress, heaviness, and negative thoughts to dissolve through calm reflection and intention. The salt ritual is not about magic or superstition. Its true meaning lies in the act of release. Human beings often carry emotional pain far longer than necessary. Hurtful memories, disappointments, fear, and stress remain trapped inside the mind. Becoming heavier with time, many people continue moving through life while silently carrying burdens. The ritual of salt serves as a reminder that nothing harmful should be held forever. Just as salt dissolves in water, emotional heaviness can also dissolve when faced with awareness and intention. When a person sits quietly with a bowl of salted water, the real transformation begins within the mind. The stillness creates space to notice hidden emotions that are usually buried beneath daily distractions. Washing the hands slowly becomes a symbol of letting go. With each breath, tension softens. With each moment of silence, the heart feels lighter. The ritual teaches that healing begins when resistance ends. A person who accepts pain calmly without clinging to it weakens the power negativity holds over the spirit. The simple act of mindful cleansing helps restore balance. It reminds the soul that peace is not found by escaping darkness, but by learning how to release it gently and completely. Outer rituals have meaning only when combined with inner discipline, compassion, peaceful speech, and control over harmful thoughts and emotions. Outer rituals may create a peaceful atmosphere, but lasting transformation only happens when the inner self begins to change. A person can light candles, use salt, pray, or follow spiritual practices every day, yet still remain filled with anger, pride, jealousy, or hatred. Without inner discipline, rituals become empty actions repeated without understanding. True cleansing comes from the way a person thinks, speaks, and responds to the world. The heart must become as pure as the actions being performed. Words carry powerful energy. A single cruel sentence can disturb someone's peace for years, while gentle words can heal unseen wounds. This is why mindful speech is part of spiritual growth. Speaking honestly, calmly, and kindly helps create harmony, both inside and outside. In the same way, thoughts shape the condition of the mind. Constant negativity slowly poisons the spirit, while compassion and gratitude create emotional balance. A disciplined mind does not allow every emotion to take control. Peace also grows through patience and understanding. When difficulties arise, reacting with anger only spreads more suffering, but responding with calm awareness weakens the cycle of negativity. Rituals can guide the mind toward peace, but wisdom must guide daily behavior. A truly cleansed spirit is revealed not through ceremonies alone, but through kindness, self-control, humility, and the ability to remain calm in difficult moments. Small actions create powerful spiritual change. Kindness, silence, honesty, meditation, and mindful habits can transform both personal energy and surroundings. Many people wait for great changes before believing their lives can improve. Yet transformation often begins with the smallest actions. A tiny grain of salt can change the taste of an entire meal, just as one peaceful habit can slowly change the direction of a person's life. Small acts, performed with awareness, carry quiet power. A gentle word spoken during anger can stop conflict from growing. A few moments of silence each morning can calm a restless mind. One act of forgiveness can remove years of emotional heaviness from the heart. The spirit becomes shaped by repeated daily actions. Negativity also grows in small ways, through constant complaints, harmful thoughts, impatience, and careless words. In the same way, peace is built gradually through mindful habits practiced every day. Cleaning one's space, speaking truthfully, breathing calmly before reacting, and showing kindness, even during difficult moments, slowly purify the mind and environment. These simple choices create invisible energy that influences both the individual and those around them. A peaceful person brings comfort wherever they go, often without realizing it. Their calm presence softens tension and inspires trust. This is the quiet strength of mindful living. Great spiritual change does not always arrive through dramatic events. Sometimes it enters life gently, through small, consistent actions repeated with sincerity, patience, and awareness.